So this is the weekly review. Unfortunately, the mic is very bad. Okay. Um, I'm just using a normal headset. I'll fix that later. Okay. So let's start this week, Monday. hmm What is this? Doesn't matter. So as we can see here, Asian session expanded very aggressively. Right. So and we also have a lot of sell side down here. So we'll be okay to assume that we're going to go down, right? But similarly, we should have a low buy side, so neutral and bias. hmm Something's up in the mouse. Look, you might have to get another one. But, so as you can see at market open, we formed this bearish breaker, right? Confirm that. But we take this sell side out, sell side out, which means that this breaker is now invalidated. So now we have to look for another breaker. He, it can be on the downside, it can be on the upside. I just don't care, to be honest with you. I don't care. We get this candle as a breaker. We have this swing low, swing high, this lower low. You have to use the highest of close candle um in this space. So this is our breaker. Soon as we get a close above, something. Soon as we get a close above, we enter. It'll probably be around here if we're lucky. Now, where would my stop loss be? It's complicated. Um, the easy way is to put it as string low the bodies, but if you see we have this rally up, we have the volume run, right? And we have this gap. I would want this gap to be unfilled with, if I'm being real, I would have put in the bodies. Yeah. This would be a challenging trade, but to be honest with you, I just take a trade and sleep. It's either gonna be take profit or stop loss. I don't care. Sorry for the voice. I think I drank too much cold Gouda. It would take a long time. If you saw this happening, you probably would have exited around there, but that's bad. You shouldn't do that. Leave it. Anyways, next one. You have this swing low, equal low, so as we'll count this. High, low, low. So was higher, high above this. That's going to be a breakup. You have to use both handles in this one. This is tricky because if you enter this, you'd be entering no way that is a high chance that it could stop you up, right? So I get if you go into this, I get why you want to do this. I personally did not take this because it was too. Because I would have taken this if we hadn't closed the bodies outside the breaker. Um, this was journaled clearly. It worked. You could have taken 2 hour, but I personally would have targeted these as too clean. Right now, these are the only 2 times I look for a trade. Skip all of this. Come back here. Learner session. What do we see here? It's kind of slow chop, right? We come back into this rejection block. If you don't know what a rejection block is, let me know. I'll make a video on that. Or you can just search up on YouTube. High, low, high, high. Right. We have no breakup on the 5 minute chart. So we have nothing there. No trade. But we have this breakup. You could have taken that and that would have been completely acceptable. but that would have hit stop loss, and that is acceptable. This one really depends on where your stop loss placement is, to be honest with you. I personally took it, my stop loss was here because of these candles, bullish order blocks. I had it a bit lower. You have this gap, you have this gap. This should stay open. I hit it around there somewhere. Not sure. But this, I hit it. I was out before this. This one was the cleanest one out of the entire week. We have this swing low that was first. Then we have this high, and we have this as the breakup. We get the breakup confirmation here, 25 candle. And also, just to reiterate, or maybe I haven't told you guys about it, but if you get a breakup and confirmation for an entry at the 25 candle, 925 candle EST, then you can take that entry no problem. So it'll be like this. Stop loss could be here. I'll target these relative equal highs, these are relative equal highs, and the Asia high. Um, you can just target 2R. For being mechanical, just for the example, I'd make it 2R. This was it. Lishian and instant. Next day was very clean, very fast. You could have just gotten on and gotten off right away. You have the swing low first, right? Then you have this swing high formed. It got turned into a breaker, right? Price displaced. Limit set. Came back into the breaker. Stop loss is going to be here, or you can put it here. Up to you. Take profit here. Simple as that. Also, if you guys want me to go over this model um, in a much more detailed manner, you guys can not DM me, don't DM me about this. Just ask me about. I'll make a poll about it. I'll make a poll about it after I post this one. Fortunately, this one was the hardest one to pick out. We had this swing high that was first, then we had this swing low. That would be the breakup, right? There was no swing high purge here. This would not be considered a breakup. We could consider that this as a breakup, but we have a parent swing here. Okay. If you guys want to learn more about parent swing, I'll make a poll about that as well. Actually, I'll just make a poll if you guys want some detailed analysis, by findings. I'll put it above the bodies and 2R. All these concepts I have learned from ICT, but parent swings, um, and other conferences that I will probably teach you in other videos, I have found myself by, by backtesting. Sorry for the word again. I drank cold water, clean breaker, swing low, swing high, which will turn into your bullish breaker. Um, well, when will we enter? At the right time, 2 a.m. Wait for 2 a.m. because that's the London session open. After that, you can place your limits and stop loss, and you can place your take profit. I have placed Asia highs, partials as well on this, and 2 notice that I did not care about a fair rally gap not being present. I also missed this on most of my profit accounts, unfortunately. This was a very clean trade. I think I shared this on the group. Um, Unfortunately, I was not able to pick it up. But yeah, swing high, swing low. But um, then we have this. This was a very clean. Oh, that's lag spike there. Oh, maybe that's a bug. That was about okay. Take off around. Now you could have stretched it to previous daily lows. Easy, 200 points. But yeah, clean trade right there. Nothing much more to talk about this. Clean, clean. And also, um, I had the misadventure of this long. I took this long. I will show you the video recording right now. Let me surround it. Um, It is this one. Okay. So, I will skip through the video a little bit. This is on a live account. Came right next to the stop loss. The stop loss placement was according to the model, so it did not get hit. It went up 60. That was my target, liquidity target. I was going to sell off there, but I was like, I might as well hit 2R. But unfortunately, I missed it by a couple of points, and it stopped me right at break even. I made a grand total of -1 loss, but we don't care about that. We don't care about the money. Let's say skip all this. This is something that you do not want to trade after 11. No trades are going to be engaged. Let me fix this. This day was spectacular, I must say. Spectacular. See this breaker? Um, yeah, this stop loss there. I didn't take this. I may have a picture, but yeah, I sent this in the group. I'm not sure if I did, but yeah, I told you guys about this. I closed it right then. Right then. Fortunately, should have held. Channeled this as well. And for the AM session today, we had nothing. Simple as that. 11 a.m. Nothing was engaged. This will not be considered a breakup because of the significant displacement we've already had. So for the AM session, nothing. Okay. Let's recap a little bit. I need to replace the mouse. Okay, so scroll wheel is bad. We had this. So we have one waiting trade. If we had held, patience is key. Trust me, patience is key. Actually, if you don't have patience, you're gonna lose. Right? Remember this. Has the breaker has to have moderate displacement and moderate in time window. If the candle, if this candle did this, or maybe that's a bit extreme, but did this, like there was a wick, I would have not engaged on this because it cleared too much price out. If you see what I'm saying, it would have had a higher chance of coming back down because it cleared too much price out. This one was a technical fault. I should have trusted the model. And yeah, straightforward shorts. You could have hit stop loss on this, yeah, unless you had followed the model mechanically 100%. Then you would have hit full TV. Same here, very clean. Would have held till there. I actually did nothing after 11. Should be engaged. So very clear who. For the bearish breakout, it was never engaged for an entry. Clean, very clean, extremely clean. There as well. We do have these badges, but I just sleep after intertrade and I recommend you do the same. Cleanest trade of the week. Clean, but I should have taken profits earlier by mistake. You can't say the model failed there. Yes, I did. 2R was not achieved. 2 hours was achieved. My mistake. I should have held. Nothing is to be engaged in this session because we've had too much of a displacement on a non-news Friday. So I hope you guys like that. If you have any questions, um, just write them down in general and tag me, ping me, whatever it is, and we'll answer 100%.